Okay, guys, welcome to my next Let's Play. It's gonna be Pokemon White 2. And yeah, so this should be loads of fun. Basically, this is gonna be Pokemon White 2 Challenge Mode Nuzlocke Run. So there's gonna be two challenges up in this, in the challenge part, and with the actual Nuzlocke part. So, I guess I should have switched that around, but either way, there you go. That's what's up. That is what's going on. That's how we're gonna do it. So, you gotta tell me. Anyway, so like all the games after Crystal, you get a choice of a boy or a girl. We're gonna choose a boy because, well, I am a boy. And for the name, I think we'll probably just go my. Uh, oh, no, there you go. We'll go my YouTube name, so to speak. And then there is our new rival. He is an absolute new character in this game, completely not in white and black 1. So that's new and exciting. Oh Jesus, man, could I be fucking up this this naming thing anymore? Anyway, so basically, I'll get into a few things here as the game starts because when you start this game, there's a lot of crap that you have to do, which is kind of annoying. But so I'll just go over some things while we're doing that. And yeah, hopefully this should be a pretty decently long video, and by video I mean series. Looking upwards at 100 episodes, perhaps, just because they really added a lot, and there's just a bunch of stuff to do. So it's gonna be fun here. There's a few things I'm kind of worried about, and that would be just some of the FPS issues due to the fact that the DS requires just so much. There's just so much data going on right now, and when you have a recording program going and it's recording audio and all that other good stuff, it. Some of the things are just going to be slow. But hopefully that won't be too big of an issue, at least right now. And if it is going to be this big problem, then I'll end up doing something to fix it. It just looks like that some of the animation stuff is going to be a little bit slower. Everything else should be relatively fine. So I'm not too concerned. Unlike the Game Boy Advance, the Video Boy Advance system emulator, this doesn't have like just a base throttle. On the VBA, I was able to just have a base throttle of about 300% speed. Just because, I mean, the game goes really slowly, and you spend so much time doing random crap, and it's not important. Anyway, so right now, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in our little option menu down here. It kind of sucks that you can see the time. This is actually in the morning, because, I wake up pretty early, 10:30 early. And we'll take a look at our options here really quickly, get that up to fast, and we'll leave all this good stuff on. Just confirm that. Then we've got my little trainer card here. I'm a hardy nature. And I'm wondering if you can change any of that stuff. There are the gym leaders. We'll get into that a little bit later anyway. And then we've got the bag. I already know that I have nothing except for like the thing. And so we'll go ahead and save. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter right now. Anyway, because I'm just going to go to the one point that I'm at on my other save file anyway. I'm like 10 minutes in. I tried recording this with a different program, but then I was like, this isn't going to work. So I actually got a new downloading program, or a new recording program, and so hopefully that'll just work out. And yeah, that could be freaking awesome. So yeah, but anyway, so we'll go through this as I just kind of explain what is going on and stuff. So yeah. So yeah, she's telling us how to do all this stuff, and it's not too challenging. And basically, so we're gonna go find Bianca, the friend from the first game. And yeah, so anyway, we're gonna run into my rival, which is KO's, and he's got his little sister there. And while they're talking, I will explain how challenge mode is going to work. So it's about time that Pokemon added this. This should have been added at least 10 years ago, if not longer. But it's going to give you three new thing or three elements that make the game harder. So let's get into those elements. The first element is the AI. In the normal game, the AI for wild battles is 1.0. Then for trainer battles, it's 1.1. And for gym and boss battles, it is 1.2. Now for special battles, and by that I mean like the tournament battles, the battle frontier, all that stuff, even in normal mode, it's still 1.5 AI for those trainers. In challenge mode, you're going to be looking at 1.1 for wild battles, 1.3 for gym battles, or no, 1.3 for trainer battles, I'm sorry, and 1.4 for gym leaders and rival battles and the Elite Four and all that stuff. And then the special battles are still 1.5. So you're looking at increased AI across the board. So that is actually really good. I'm glad that they did that because sometimes when you're going up against a gym leader and they're using growl forever and it's like you're an idiot. What are you doing? This isn't fun. This is stupid if you're just going to let me win. So I'm really glad that they upped the AI. I think that's a great move on their part. And that's the one kind of key thing that people aren't really they don't understand. I mean, obviously there's going to be other aspects like I'm going to explain in a second here, but I think that's the biggest one, and that's what's going to make this the most difficult. Now let's get into the next part, which is going to be the levels of the Pokemon. The levels are going to be increased slow at first, but greater later on. So, in the beginning of the game, you're looking at 1 to 2 levels on some of the Pokemon, and that's going to make it tough. That's going to make it hard. When everything's higher level and it's got an increased AI, adding those two things together, that's tough. So it's going to be the wild Pokemon and the trainer Pokemon. So we'll be ready for that. I think that's probably the least biggest change. Well, no. Yeah, that's definitely okay. That's the second biggest change. AI first, then the levels, and then the last thing that's really not too important because it's only a few places, but is the addition to some Pokemon, i.e. some of the rival battles, the gym leader battles, the Elite Four. They're going to have an additional Pokemon to make it just a little bit harder. So we're going to choose Snivy here because I like grass Pokemon, especially fast grass Pokemon. And Snivy's final form is on my NU team, which at one point I was the top NU person on the ladder on Pokemon Showdown. But anyway, let's not get into that. That's not important right now. Yes, we of course, since this is a Nuzlocke, we are going to give him a nickname. And because he's my starter Pokemon, I'm going to give him a name that's kind of close to my name, just because, have that real connection with him. So we're going to go with Zuri for that. So that is the nickname we want. It is such a great nickname. Plus, it ends in Y, so that's even better. And she's going to give us the Pokédex as well. The Pokédex, I almost said Pokemon Dex, but the Pokédex as well. So now we can record all that stuff, and that is freaking sweet. So, yeah, anyway, getting back to the challenge thing. So, yeah, that's the thing. You got a higher AI, higher level, and boss battles have more Pokemon. So, all of that together, plus it's a Nuzlocke, that's just going to be loads of fun. And I say that completely unsarcastically. So let's get into some of the changes on Black and White 2 from Black and White 1. First off, there's a lot of Pokemon that you can capture while completing the main story. I think there's over 300, and that is the most of any game to capture in the main story. So that is freaking sweet, and I'm really glad that they did it that way. And Because, it's really boring when you only have like 100 Pokemon to catch and like 90% of them are terrible. So this is going to be, it's a good idea from them and it works. Anyway, as we try and run away here, we're going to get stopped by Chaos, and he is going to be like, yo dog, let's do this. Let's throw down. So I'm like, yeah, brah, you want to throw down? You want to throw down, brah? So we are challenged by Pokemon trainer Chaos, and he is going to send out to Pig. The Pig. And, whoa, level 5. What the hell? Alright, anyway, actually, if this was challenge mode, it would be level 6. But obviously, I messed up and kept this on normal mode. I do have on my other save file, it is on challenge mode, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, he will be level 6 on this battle, just a heads up for those of you playing on challenge mode. Obviously, we're going to be faster than him, considering that we are friggin' one of the fastest grass Pokemon in the game. So I'm not even concerned. You're going to get some speed ties, depending on what nature you are and how many IVs you have, when you do this on challenge mode, so that's going to make it even harder. But it looks like we're going to be able to take him out here with this attack. And no, so close. So close. I might actually end up changing this to just be the top screen. I don't think that enough happens on the bottom screen to warrant the full screen. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I mean, I don't know. I'll see what I want to do later on. But anyway, so that's going to be that battle. That battle's a lot harder when he's one level higher. But, yeah, so anyway, there goes that guy. And now, unfortunately, Bianca is going to force you to follow her around for a while, and she's going to explain some stuff that everyone knows, because everyone's played Pokemon for 15 years, so there's absolutely no reason to do this. I don't know who they think is just now starting Pokemon. Like, I mean, really? Come on now. Come on. So yes, she's going to show us to the nurse here. And she wants me to hand her my balls. So I will give them to her. And then, yeah, we're explaining the PC. Yeah, you put Pokemon in it, you don't say. It's not like you've never done that before. And then finally here we've got the Mart, which actually isn't changed. So this is legitimate of explaining this, that the Mart is now inside the Pokemon Center. And it's no longer its own separate building. So that is a good change on their part, I think. Frees up data for them to make other stuff. So this is when she finally gives you Pokeballs, and this is when the Nuzlocke challenge begins. So, I mean, you can lose that first fight and you're still good because you have not been given a Pokeball yet, which I believe is, I don't know if it's an unwritten rule, but I'm pretty sure that that's when it's supposed to begin your Nuzlocke challenges, once you first receive Pokeballs. Anyway, she is now not going to make us follow her, so that's great. We can stop right now because she was going to go show us how to catch a Pokemon, but we will do that next time on Let's Play Pokemon White 2 Challenge Mode Nuzlocke Run. Oh man, you know how long my titles are going to have to be after that. Anyway, yeah, we will see you guys next time, and yeah, so this new project could be a lot of fun. We'll see you guys next time. Later!